I mean, it's an accomplishment, honestly, just to get in the room with Quentin.
Oh my gosh.
Get that opportunity, right? Because, I mean, I've heard all the stories, and Quentin's been on the podcast, so I know all about his methodology and the unique way he runs auditions to the way he runs a set.
I bet you guys had a wonderful conversation.
He's the best. I mean, 2 film geeks talking for an hour. It's come on. But that audition process, he's reading with you, right? He loves to, I mean, he's an actor. He's a ham,
and
as we know.
he's a good actor too, actually.
So what were you reading? Were you reading the part you eventually played, and how was he interacting with you? What do you remember?
No, I was reading a part that I was originally cast in, so it was a different character, which is a story for another time.
Okay.
But, they gave me some sides, and they said, Quentin maybe will be here, maybe he won't. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope he'll be here, because he was one of my favorite, is still one of my favorite filmmakers. I think he is absolutely iconic legend, one of the most brilliant people I've ever met.
Yeah.
So kind, so loving, and so I was very excited about that, very nervous, but I knew Vicky, the casting director, a bit, and so I remember sitting in the audition room, and it was sort of like this room. It was all glass doors, so I could like see everyone that was walking in and going out, and it was very interesting. And I had brought this painting I made, and I was wearing this like very loud 60s outfit, and I had no shoes, and I really just committed to it. And I was like, maybe I can hide my painting behind the chair so I don't have to bring it in, because I feel like maybe this is too much. And I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. And
so how does that play out, the painting part of it? Like, he walks in, you're like, I brought you this painting? Like,
I remember. I don't know. I was 19 and ballsy.
I mean, I love it. It got you the role partially, so good for you.
Well, I think they had said, casting had said something like, you can read the sides we sent, and then also if you want to do something else, you're welcome to. Like,
so
if
they left
you
the
want
door
to,
open to something.
Yeah, if you want to write a monologue or sing a song, I think they said, and I was like, well, I don't want to do those, but I'll do something else.
Does he need an apron, perhaps? I could do that.
If I was 12, maybe I could probably make him an apron in a sewing class, a children's sewing class. Yeah, but I was really into painting at the time, and so I turned my parents' garage into a little studio, and so I really made this sort of acid trippy painting, and I was like, well, let's go a step further, and I sewed a piece of my hair into it, and I wrote this poem and just presented it to him in a very dramatic fashion, and it was fun. You don't get to do that in auditions.
Yeah.
So.
Who has the painting now?
Quentin has it, yes. I hope he has it. I don't know, actually. I'm assuming maybe it's somewhere, but I knew that I had the role because when I walked into the chemistry read, it was hanging up and on. I was like, oh,
that's a cool way to find out.
Something.
Yeah.